spanning the globe, from Evanston, Illinois, all the way to Evanston, Illinois. Welcome to the wide world of Knievel, where action talks and bullshit walks. So grab your socks and get ready for some action. This is the wide world of Knievel. Hello, action fans. Hope you're out there having fun. All right, I still got I got 4 good stunt cycles left that are working great, and I've got 3 more with really good gyros. But once again, my repair job with this, all of the left-hand launcher pegs are broken off once again. And now I really like the idea the last time around. I think it's a great time to do an update on this. Mr. George Rodriguez, one of the viewers from last time around, he came up with the idea of graphite rods. And I found a hobby supplier online that does offer those. But I was at the hardware store today and it was easy. So I picked up a few different diameters of rods that are going to come close to these pegs and see if I can get them fixed this way. And I thought this would be a nice update for people to check out a new method of getting these things fixed and keep having fun with your stunt cycle. This is a little bit of a hassle to do. And I mean, if you just want to get online and order another stunt cycle for 40 bucks, you can do it. But when you got a good jumper, and this one was a really terrific jumper. This is the one that made the Wembley jump. Okay, here's the clip that it made. All right, you'll see that this has been repaired previously with my Gorilla Glue and toothpick idea. And instead of using a toothpick, I have both steel rod, and I'm using 1/8 of an inch. If I can, if that'll fit right. So I gotta find out what size will fit, and then try replacing this with something different just to see if it works a little bit better. In this instance, this one happens to be pulling out with needle nose pliers, but I would resort to, if I needed to, there, that just came right out like that using the pliers, but I could have put it on the vise and drilled it out, but if I can do it without drilling, I would like to do that. Using my high-tech drill bit set measuring device, the steel rod that I'm using is 1/8 of an inch, and the drill bit that I'm going to use is the next one up in the collection, which looks to be 9/64 to my middle-aged eyes. Okay, here's the third stunt cycle, and once again, 9/64 drill bit is fitting pretty well, so maybe it's safe to say that you can use a 9/64 drill bit yourself. I just wanted to make sure I tested this on a few before stating anything like that, but I think we're good to go with the 9/64 drill bit with a 1/8 inch metal rod. So this is where the Sharpie mark comes in handy, because once that glue is ready to set, we're just going to pop that pin into the repair area up into the Sharpie mark, and then we know that we're going to have our length right where we need it to be. So with this first piece, this is right about just a little bit under 3/4 of an inch, okay? So I'll see how this goes. Maybe we can just make it an even 3/4 for your project and it'll work okay, but let's see how this one goes in. It is just under 3/4 of an inch. My hacksaw job was really brutal, so I had to scrape a lot of the burrs off of the edge of the metal rod to get it to go through, but it's working with the test fit. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this and get out the Gorilla Glue and test this out on one of these bikes before I do the other two. This is the test that really matters of the measurements and all those good things. That is going into that launcher A-OK. Okay, with the type of Gorilla Glue that I use, We need to prep the area with some water because the glue interacts with water. And I'm not saying that Gorilla Glue is really convenient to work with. I think it's kind of fun to work with just because it's funny. When it touches the water, it kind of turns into this foam, and then you get goop all over the place. So with Gorilla Glue, I'm really rubbing the water in there, so I'm probably overdoing this a little bit, and I'm just having fun talking right now. So anyway, so once you have water on all the bearing surfaces, and that means you got to get it onto the metal part as well, and then it's going to be ready to apply the glue, and we'll keep moving ahead. There. Okay, the 8-ounce hammer works so well at getting the new metal peg in there that I'm using a screwdriver right now to back it out, because you can spread the fenders of the Stunt Cycle a little bit. And I'm going to pop this baby right back out to where my index mark is, and time to let this glue set up. All right, so the metal part looking good so far. I'm using a little bit more water around the outside because that's where the glue joint is, and a little bit more Gorilla Glue with toothpick, like I was saying, just to see if we can get a little better seal on the situation. Hours later, just for the sake of reference, here is what the Gorilla Glue is looking like. I'll shine a little light on that. There we go. You can see how much it puffs up. I just want you to see what your results will look like and what mine are looking like. All right, that one's pretty clean. And this one, it gushes out. And that's just how Gorilla Glue works. It just swells up with the water, and I guess that's part of the magic. So this is how these are coming along after 2 hours. And Gorilla Glue needs to wait at least a full day, and I'm gonna give it the time. Okay, now these have dried up and everything's looking great. And the last step will just be to, I'm gonna use a hobby knife and trim off the extra Gorilla Glue off of these so that they fit nice in the launcher. And we're all ready. All right, people. This is where the repair video ends and the fun part begins. Let's see how good the repair job went. And I suggest some destructive testing by way of attempting 15 minutes worth of 9-foot jumps with a very high ramp setting, probably like a 45-degree ramp angle over at the tennis court. And that is going to give some good hard landings on a tennis court. And let's see how this repair job holds up. Even though this is steel, I have a theory that the wood rod might work better, just because it might work better with the Gorilla Glue. But we're gonna go beat the hell out of these things and find out the best way you can find out, with some action. And it's a hot sunny day out there, and in my neighborhood that means we're probably gonna see Bikini Lady at the park. No Bikini Lady today. That's where she would usually be, lounging about. Let's take a look at the ramp here. Pretty near 45 degrees, but last few videos I've been at 18 inches. Right now we're at 26 for today's activities for the 9-footers. Okay, all three of the repair jobs held up great, and there were some big crashes, as bad as they get. And I still got 3 good pegs, so this is a good way to do the repair. Thank you for watching Wide World of Knievel. Tune in again sometime for more action when you've got the balls to do so.